When is the best time to prevent a problem? It's before the problem even happens, right? So today I'm doing some preventative maintenance on the roof of the rig. There's some old Dicor. Dicor is the sealant that you use to seal up any place that there's a hole through the roof, a screw, where the air conditioners are, the fans, the vents, whatever. So I'm going through, I'm checking every place that has Dicor, and anything that needs it, I'm either removing it and putting on new stuff, or just giving it a little extra top coat. For the most part, I'm completely removing it, and I'm going to put on new stuff. So let's take a look at what it looks like. So this is one of the vents. I just removed all that Dicor and put new stuff on. It's a self-leveling sealant adhesive, and it looks something like this. So I have 6 tubes of this, and this stuff here is looking pretty raggy. So is this. This was looking really bad. So, you know, I don't like the way that this is looking. You know, there's a lot of little cracks throughout it. You see where it's starting to crack. Right there. So I already took off this side. And all you do to get it off is you get some plastic scraping tools like this. I got these from Harbor Freight, and it's as simple as, it's really as simple as this. So normally I would be doing this with 2 hands, which makes it go a little bit easier. So this is the old stuff. It's still really flexible, you know. I'm sure it would still do its job for a while anyways. But you have to do preventative maintenance. You have to. If you don't, you're going to get leaks. And when it's pouring, it's not the time to find that you have a leak. So you better prevent it before it starts. So I'll just go back through and just clean this stuff up here a little bit better. You know, after you get the bulk of it off, I'll clean this up a little bit more, and then I'll go around and wipe it down with some alcohol, and then I'll just take the sealant and I'll seal it back up. And I'll show you that process in a minute. All right, so I got it all cleaned up, and we're gonna start sealing it up. I already tested that spot there a little bit just to see how it was gonna flow. So I just cleaned everything up. I went through with alcohol and You know, got off any dirt and got off any loose debris. This Dicor is really good stuff. It'll stick to just about anything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right along the edge where the skylight meets the roof, like you see right here. And I'm just gonna put a bead. I'm gonna make sure it gets up and under. Like, see that gap right there? I'm gonna make sure all these gaps are filled in. I'm gonna go all the way around. And then I'm gonna come back and I'll go over the screws and go out onto the roof, maybe an inch or so. So in the end, it'll be Dicor from, yeah, there's a loose piece, huh? You know, from about here to about here. So it should look pretty decent. Key word here is should. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna run a nice bead all the way around. Doesn't have to look pretty. It doesn't have to look pretty because it'll level itself. You just have to make sure you get it into the seam, into the crack. So now I'm just going to go around the screws. Now I'm just going to go around the top edge of the skylight down onto the roof itself. So I've already started right there. I had to get a new tube. I'm just going to run this down. Then I'm gonna go all the way around the bottom part. Same thing. So the big thing really is just to make sure that you don't have any air bubbles. And because I'm kind of anal, I'm going to take my spatula and just kind of level stuff out, just to give it a hand. as you can see, it's a pretty tedious process, but all in all, it does go pretty quick. So I'm just going to finish this up without videoing it because it's all a lot easier later. Alright, so this is going to settle down. It'll smooth out a little bit more and shouldn't look so rough. But I'm finally done. This is the vent that I did earlier. Settled down, and it looks like frosting on cake. So it doesn't have to look pretty. You don't have to go through all the time and hassle of like taping and getting perfect lines and blah blah blah, because nobody's going to see it, and its job is to keep the water out. So that is what you need to focus on, is keeping the water out. And this should do a pretty good job. It'll last, I don't know, 15 years probably. But we'll check it, every 6 months or so. And if it needs touching up, I'll touch it up.